A young man was running late for his bus. He ran to the bus stop and saw the bus was just leaving. He waved to the driver and started running. He managed to get on the bus, but it wasn't his usual bus. His usual bus was nicer and didn't have as many stops along the way. He sat down beside an old man, and the old man turned to him and said, "So, you wouldn't happen to have any change for $1, would you?" The young man looked at the old man and then looked away. He took out his headphones and plugged them into his phone. He put on his headphones and started listening to music. The old man sighed and started telling stories about his life. The young man didn't want to listen, but the old man's stories were so interesting. The old man told him about all the crazy things that happened to him when he was young, about how he had everything, and then he lost everything, how he had to start over from nothing and build his life back up piece by piece. By the time the bus reached its final stop, the young man was in tears. The old man got off the bus, and the young man got off too. He wanted to ask the old man more about his life, but the old man had already walked away. As the young man was walking home, he saw a wallet lying on the sidewalk. He picked it up and saw it was the old man's wallet. He opened it and saw a picture of the old man when he was young with a little boy. The young man's eyes widened. It was him. It was his grandfather. He remembered his grandfather disappearing when he was just a baby. His grandmother told him that his grandfather had gone to get some milk, but he never came back. They never knew what happened to him. The young man ran after the old man. He wanted to tell him that he knew who he was, but when he found him, the old man was already asleep. The young man knocked on the old man's door and introduced himself. He told the old man that he knew who he was and that he was his grandfather. The old man was shocked. He couldn't believe it. He thought he would never see his son again. The two hugged each other tightly. The young man stayed with the old man for a few days until he remembered everything that happened to him. The old man was so grateful to the universe for bringing his son back to him. He didn't know if he would ever see him again, but somehow the universe had a way of bringing them back together. The moral of this story is sometimes a delay in your plans is the universe putting you back on the right path.